It's another day, another dollar running through your city. It's your boy, Mr. Get Fit, Mrs. Get Fit.
What you said?
You may or may not know
Hold it, baby.
that,
You got it?
maybe. You may or may not know that she broke my laptop, y'all. She was like, she spilled a whole 32-ounce cup of Coke on it. It's an accident, but nonetheless, we still have to go get it fixed, so that's what we're about to do right now.
The Apple Store didn't fix anything for me. It left me hanging. They told me that I had to pay $700 and something, and it was outrageous. It was wasn't something that I could afford at the time, and now I'm here with another story, a different beginning. Cause motherfucker, I got another laptop. Let's get it. We in it to win it. Another day, another dollar.
Running through your city. This is my old laptop right here. This is Cindy's new laptop. Just downloaded iMovie. What? A lot of new information that we have to put out to you. If I keep not logging, then I'm gonna miss out this very important step in our life. And I'll tell you guys about that very important step in just 1 second. So what's so damn important that I gotta talk to you guys about? And turn the music down real quick. As you guys may have known, I'm getting married with Cindy. We're planning our wedding. Everything's gonna be perfect. That's what I'm thinking. And we're gonna have a good time. But also, a very important part of getting married is getting your own place. And that is what I'm here to talk to you about. After 4 months talking to realtors, banks, they're looking at houses, several houses, putting offers up, getting declined. It's just 4 months of madness of picking the right house. Got to a point where we didn't even like a house, but just because we could sort of put an offer in and then maybe get accepted, we put an offer on it, knowing damn well we didn't like the house. But it's just because we have gone through probably 15 or 16 houses and we kept getting beat out by other people. And I was not going to do that to myself. If a house was on the market for a certain amount, the first thing I looked at was the houses around in the neighborhood, the average price of the houses. So if it didn't meet that average price in that neighborhood, if it was like some stupid price, like $25,000 above the average price of a home in that neighborhood, I wouldn't do it. I'd give them what they're asking for. I wouldn't try to say, oh, I really want that house, so I'm gonna give them $10,000 more. No! I didn't do that to myself, so that's probably why I kept losing houses. I don't know who the hell was bidding on these houses that I was going to look at because it was outrageous. I mean, who would, I don't know. But I wasn't going to do that to myself. So I told Cindy, let's take a break because right now I don't know if it's investors that are just trying to beat everybody out so they can invest in the property and rent them out or something like that. But the market's too hot right now. It's just too hot. So we took a break and sure enough, I'm looking on the internet one day and I see this house and I'm reading the specs on it. It's got 1.5 acres of land, almost 3,000 square feet, a pool, upstairs, downstairs, open floor area plan. I don't know if I said that right. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Drive in, drive out parking thing. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm a little excited. And I'm like, man, this is the one. Been on the market for less than a day. So they had just posted it. So I'm like, let me call my realtor and see what she can do. The next day, I was inside the house, checking it out. Very lovely people, very nice people that live there. The house was still occupied. I mean, I'm looking throughout the house and it's perfect. It's like, this is what we've been wanting. And then I look in the backyard and there's just pool. Huge pool, 20 by 40, 40,000 gallon pool. I'm like, man, what is this? And then I look to the left side and it's a whole 1.5 acres of land. It's ridiculous. I'm like, man, what is this? So finally, I say to myself, this is it. This is my house. I'm pretty sure I put an offer on this house. This is my house. I feel a connection to it. There's a chemistry between me and this house. So I tell Cindy about it. Cindy likes it. We put an offer on it and they counter offered, but it wasn't nothing crazy. What they were, I mean, they listed it for a certain price. I offered a little less. So they said, we're gonna counter offer it back to our original price. And I'm like, cool deal. I figured you'd do that, so that's why I kind of backed out a little bit. So we got the house. And at this point, it's March 4th. All this where we put the offer in and looked at the house, this was like February 29th or 28th. It's March 4th and we've already done a deposit, or what do they call, earnest money? We put the earnest money down. We've paid for the home inspection already, got that done already. We're getting our pool inspected this week. It's happening. I've got a loan approved already. I'm just having to send paperwork and all that. But by March 31st, we're gonna have our first house. And it's something very special to me because I'm young, very young. To be honest, I'm 23 years old, and Cindy right now is 22 years old, and we're blessed enough to have bought our first house. We're not staying in an apartment, which I don't want to beat anybody down who stays in an apartment, but we're making the right steps in as far as investing our money into our own house and having our own place. It's a huge house. I mean, it's not huge, but it's more than we need for just us two for right now. And it's got privacy, and it's got land, pool. It's everything a 30 to 40-year-old couple would want. And we're only 23. So I'm proud of me and Cindy to have bought this house. I feel like it speaks a lot about ourselves, even though we know who we are. When you make certain decisions like that, it speaks a lot about you. And I'm not trying to impress anybody or trying to demonstrate myself or prove myself to anybody, but I'm just making sure that I keep on the right track and making sure that each step that I do is a smart step, an investing step, a good step towards health, towards my money, towards my relationship. And I don't have to prove myself to anybody because I feel like at this point people kind of have raised the bar for me and Cindy, and that's a beautiful thing. I don't need to prove myself. Everybody knew when we put that offer in on that house, and just from the get-go when we started looking at houses, they're like, yeah, they're gonna get a house, they're gonna get married, they're gonna have kids, they're gonna have a beautiful family. We don't have to prove ourselves anymore. So everything we do from this point forward, or from a long time ago forward, because I've been with Cindy for 6 years, people kind of aren't surprised. It's just no one's in shock. Everyone was kind of waiting for us to get married, waiting for us to get a house. So no one was in shock that we said, hey, we're getting married, or hey, we just bought a house. So no one was in shock, but it's just that people have kind of like, holy shit, all right, it actually did happen. Now's the time. And I may be just rambling on right now, and I'm sorry. How long is this already? 8 minutes, I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut the video here, and I'm not crying. It's just that my nose is a little stuffy. I don't know if it's allergies or if it's just my nose is stuffy for some reason. I don't know. But I'm happy. I'm gonna end the vlog here because it's long already. I don't want to make this a 20-minute long vlog. And I'm gonna start a new one. And it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna start a new one right now. And I'm gonna pick up where I left off. Being me, doing me. Another day, another dollar. Running through your city. Stay tuned. A lot of good videos coming up. 2017 is our year. And every year after that.